Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, Counter Spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Going back to May 26, 1954, Willard Waterman, starring as the Great-Gildersleeve, and it appears that some problems with Leroy have Aunt Hattie coming to town.
The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great-Gildersleeve. The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you, transcribed by the Kraft Foods Company. Well, it seems the Great Gildersleeve is always beset with petty problems, trying to raise his teenage nephew, Leroy. The boy is all hands, all feet, and all noise. For instance, the water commissioner is coming home this afternoon with a replacement of his favorite recording. Seems Leroy accidentally sat on the last one.
Right, George, I can't be without a record of Indian Love Call. I am calling you. Probably wasting my money, though. Time I get home, the record player may be broken.
That you home, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yes, Bertie.
I thought that was you.
Yeah.
You know how I knew that was you? Because you didn't slam the door.
Speaking of slamming doors, is Leroy home?
No, sir, but he was.
Yeah, I see he left his books and lunch pail right in the middle of the floor. Where is he?
Well, he came in the house, went through the refrigerator, and out the back door. He's off playing ball somewhere.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll pick up his books and lunch pail.
No, Bertie. He'll do that.
He will?
Yeah, I'll insist on it. Half the time, this place looks like a shambles.
Well, we got a young cyclone running through here every day. Hi, Aunt.
Leroy, don't slam the door.
What's the matter, Unc? You look pale.
Leroy, I want to talk to you.
Okay, right after I phone Piggy. Boy, what a ball game.
Leroy, don't throw your bat in the corner.
I was aiming for the umbrella stand.
Bertie.
Yes, I'm gone.
Leroy, pick up your things. Put away your lunch pail, books, and bat.
Sure, right after I talk to Piggy.
Don't sit on my new phonograph record.
I won't.
And I want to talk to you.
I'm listening. Oh, hello, Piggy.
Zeke.
Piggy, I want to tell you about the ball game.
There have to be some changes around here, young man.
Okay, Unc. What's that, Piggy?
Let's settle down a little. We won't slam doors. We'll pick up our things.
Okay, Unc. She did, Piggy. I'll be right over. Goodbye.
Leroy, where are you going?
Piggy's mother baked some hot cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. Now, just a minute.
Yeah?
Before you run off again, pick up your ball bat, your books, your lunch pail.
Okay.
And put them away.
Oh, sure, I'll put them right in here.
And don't toss them in the closet. Oh.
Sorry, Unc. I already let go of them.
Excuses.
I'll pick them up later. See ya, Unc.
And don't slam the... Oop. I have to do something about that boy. Yeah, I can't get over Leroy. He paid no attention to me this afternoon. Well, I'll get a magazine from Peavy and go home and read. Leroy will be in bed and it'll be quiet. Unless he goes to sleep with his radio on again. Hello, Peavy.
Well, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. On your way to see your lady friend this evening?
No, I'm seeing Irene tomorrow night. I want a magazine.
Yeah, well.
Any suggestions?
Well, do you want to read or just look at the pictures?
What do you mean?
Well, here's a movie magazine, rather unusual one.
Yeah?
Has a horse on the cover.
Yeah, I'll skip the horse and take this one of June Allison.
I thought the horse would run second. You care to take a comic book to Leroy?
No, but I could use a book on how to tame a teenager.
How's that?
Peavy, I have to do something about Leroy. Getting so I have to keep after him all the time. If I tell him to do a thing once, I tell him 100 times.
No, when I was a boy, my father only told me once.
Yeah, mine too. Right, George, from now on, I'm going to tell Leroy only once and see that it's done.
Well, it used to work. When my father told me to fill the wood box, I would.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
If I didn't fill the wood box, he took me to the wood shed.
Well, boys don't realize how easy they have it these days.
I know. I used to fill the kerosene lamps, milk the cows.
Peavy, did you live on a farm?
Well, I'm here to tell you, I met Mrs. Peavy on a farm.
Yeah?
I went over one evening to help with the cows and ended up with old Bossy.
You mean Mrs. Peavy?
Well, she is a little bossy, but that was the name of the cow.
By the way, what is Mrs. Peavy's name?
Mrs. Peavy?
I mean, what do you call her at home?
Mrs. Peavy.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm going home and start training Leroy.
I wouldn't worry about Leroy, Mr. Gildersleeve. He's just a typical high-powered teenager.
Yeah, he's way out of line, Peavy. But I'm going back to discipline. You can't go wrong if he turns out the way I did.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
Peavy. Yes, sir. Peavy's right. When our father spoke, we jumped. And from now on, I'm going to make Leroy toe the mark. Yeah, guess I better hang my hat in the closet. Set a good example. Oh, for baseball bat, lunch pail, books. He never did pick them up. Leroy!
I'm upstairs on the phone now.
Well, get off and come down here.
Sit down.
Downstairs, young man.
Okay.
Right, George, it's time for a showdown. Are you coming, Leroy?
Sure.
Zeke.
Yeah?
Leroy, must you jump to the landing?
You wanted me in a hurry, didn't you? What's up?
Your things are still down on the floor. That's what's up.
Oh, I meant to do that.
Yeah, well, good intentions are not enough. When I was a boy, my father told me only once.
Gosh, you must have had a swell father. You're always after me.
Well, I have to keep after you because I'm too lenient. From now on, I insist on instant obedience.
Gosh.
None of this gosh stuff. Say yes, sir.
What is this, the Army?
Well, that sort of discipline might not be a bad idea. Did you mow the lawn today?
I figured I could do a better job Saturday when I have more time.
You're making excuses again.
But gosh.
What?
Yes, sir.
Another thing. Did you make your bed this morning?
Well, I figured if I waited until tonight, it would be fresher when I got in it.
Young man, go make your bed right now and report back to me when you've made it.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Yes, sir.
Oh, dear. Leroy, get a move on. You act as if you're being sent to Siberia.
Any chance of going?
Leroy. By George, I'll get some action around here. Another reason why.
Mr. Gildersleeve,
Yes, Bertie?
is it safe for me to come in?
Come in, Bertie.
Yes, sir.
I was just setting Leroy straight.
Yes, sir.
After he makes his bed, he's reporting back to me, and I'm going to have him clean out that closet.
Yes, sir.
Then I'm going to blow taps and send him to bed.
Yes, sir. You got a bugle?
I'll get one if necessary. Now, did you wish to see me about something?
Yes, I was wondering if you saw that letter on the mantel from your Aunt Hattie.
Aunt Hattie?
You don't suppose she's come to visit, do you?
No, I hope not. Let me read it. And perhaps I shouldn't say this, but I can't think of anybody who upsets me like Aunt Hattie does.
Yes, sir. She sure gives you hell, Columbia.
Let me see. Hello, Leroy. No, she isn't coming, Bertie.
No, sir.
She's hinting, however.
Who's hinting?
Leroy, is your bed made?
Yes, sir. Who's hinting?
Well, it seems Aunt Hattie would like to come for a visit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to my study now. After you've cleaned your things out of the closet, report to me.
gosh, after I clean the closet, it'll be time to go to bed.
That's why I want you to report. I want to send you to bed.
How about that, Bertie?
He's on the march.
We doesn't want Aunt Hattie to come, but if you ask me, we already got an Aunt Hattie.
What's that?
He's beginning to boss me the way she bosses him. Hey, I just thought of a way to take the heat off me.
Boy, I knew you'd think of something.
Let's go in, Irene.
It seems I'm coming to your house a lot, Throckmorton.
Well, I want you to hear some new recordings I bought.
Don't tell me you bought another Indian love call.
No. This is string stuff for romantic listening.
Oh.
Good evening, Miss Henshaw.
Hello, Leroy.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, my boy.
I wish to report that I mowed the lawn, sir.
Well, good. Come into the parlor, Irene.
Thank you.
Good night, Leroy.
I'll come along with you to finish my report.
Well, Leroy has some little duties to report on, Irene.
Oh, please go right ahead.
I made my bed this morning, and when I came home, I took my lunch pail to the kitchen, and I didn't drop my books in the middle of the floor. Sir?
Oh, my goodness, Leroy, let's not overdo it.
Very good, sir.
He even salutes?
Yeah, that's his own idea.
What's come over, Leroy?
Oh, he's trying to embarrass me because I insist on a little discipline around here.
You've carried things a little too far, haven't you, Throckmorton?
Not me. I'm just trying to arrange it so there'll be some peace and quiet around here this summer.
Oh.
I don't want any distractions when you and I are sitting on the sofa, listening to music. Great idea, building a phonograph into the coffee table. Don't have to get up to turn it on and off.
What are you going to play for me?
Well, like I say, it's pretty romantic. Listen to this.
What is it?
Love's dream after the ball. Speaking of love, Irene.
Unc, sir.
Oop.
Am I interrupting something?
What is it, Leroy?
I've been tidying up your study.
Thank you.
Do you want me to throw away this letter from Aunt Hattie?
You may.
You don't care what happens to her letters, do you?
Leroy, don't make it sound as if I'm not fond of Aunt Hattie.
You don't want her to come visit us.
No. Boys get wrong impressions, Irene. We must respect our relatives, my boy.
Oh, of course.
Then what I did is all right.
What'd you do?
I haven't seen dear old Aunt Hattie for so long, I invited her to come.
Oh, pooh!
Great Gildersleeve will be back in just a minute.
From May 26, 1954, Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
The buy one, get one free special going on now at MyPillow. My Pillow bed sheets, Giza Elegance My Pillows, the Roll and Go Anywhere My Pillows, and 6-piece towel sets on special. Go to mypillow.com/USA, use promo code USA, or call 1-800-951-8175 and find out all the great deals you can get right now at My Pillow. mypillow.com/USA. Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, more The Great Gildersleeve, May 26th, 1954.
Well, the great Gildersleeve may have a bigger brain than his nephew, but it doesn't work as fast. When Leroy felt his uncle was carrying discipline too far, he contrived to have someone in the house discipline his uncle.
Leroy, why did you ask Aunt Hattie to visit us?
Well, she kept hinting, Unc, so I was just the courteous little boy you want me to be.
Oh, sure.
Besides, I wanted to see how well I'm behaving. Thanks to you, sir.
Well, I'm not looking forward to it, believe me.
I don't know why you hate to see Aunt Hattie come. I get along with her swell.
Yeah, she thinks you're an angel. She always picks on me.
Yeah. Miss Gildersleeve,
Yes, Bertie?
you want me to fix your den for Aunt Hattie to stay in this trip?
My den? Why can't she stay upstairs in Marjorie's old room?
Last time she said she couldn't stand the altitude.
Yeah, that's because she's always on her high horse.
It had me running up and down like an elevator.
I think Aunt Hattie should stay where she's happiest.
Too bad she isn't happy at home.
Fix your den for Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yeah, fix my den.
If you'll excuse me, sir, I think I'll go pick some flowers for Aunt Hattie's room.
Oh, my goodness.
And, sir, you better get all your cigars out of the house.
You're all right. When Leroy invited Aunt Hattie, I knew I was in trouble.
Well, trouble has to start someplace, and this didn't start with Leroy.
What's this, Bertie?
Somebody made trouble for somebody else, now we're all in trouble.
Well, don't blame me.
Well, I ain't blaming nobody. But you started making Leroy walk the straight and narrow. Now somebody else has to walk the straight and narrow.
Well...
Yes, sir. You got Leroy walking the straight and narrow. Now somebody else got to walk the straight and narrow.
Yeah, all right,
Miss
Bertie.
Gildersleeve, you know who has to walk the straight and narrow now?
Yes, Bertie.
That's right. Somebody else.
Well, come in, Aunt Hattie, and welcome back.
Thank you, Throckmorton.
Well. Hello, Miss Hattie.
Hello, Birdie.
My, you're looking well.
I'm fine, but I notice Throckmorton has put on weight again.
Well, a little, perhaps.
I'll have to come into the kitchen and supervise his diet, Birdie.
Yes, ma'am.
Calories, that's your problem, Throckmorton. Too many fat calories.
Here's your bag, Aunt Hattie.
Oh, thank you, Leroy. Oh, he is such a dear, considerate boy.
Oh, me.
This all you brought, Miss Hattie? Just overnight case?
Her trunk's on the way, Bertie.
Yes, sir.
Put Aunt Hattie's bag in my den, Leroy.
Okay, sir.
I couldn't stand your den again, Throckmorton.
Oh?
I was very uncomfortable when I was here last.
Well, I thought going upstairs bothered you.
Going upstairs may bother you, but that's because you're getting obese.
You should do something about that, Unc.
Leroy, take Aunt Hattie's bag upstairs.
Yes, sir.
You aren't being too firm with Leroy, are you, Throckmorton?
What's this?
You shouldn't break a sensitive boy's spirit.
Oh,
Would you like a cup of tea, Miss Hattie?
Well, I like my tea a certain way, Bertie. Perhaps I should make it.
No, Aunt Hattie, Bertie knows how to make tea.
Very well. I don't want anybody to think I'm hard to get along with.
Oh, no.
No, ma'am.
Bertie, you go fix the tea while I talk to Throckmorton. I want to talk to him about his weight.
Well, on second thought, Aunt Hattie, maybe you should show Bertie how you like your tea.
Well, now, maybe I should. Anyway, I want to see how Bertie's kept the kitchen.
It's spotless. I've seen to that.
Yeah, you know Bertie, Aunt Hattie.
Oh, how do you like your tea, Throckmorton?
Well, I like mine.
I'll make it the way I like mine. It should be made that way.
Yeah, just as you say. George, I can't take much more of this. I'm going to get out of the house tonight. While she's out of the room, I'll phone Irene and make a date. Aunt Hattie can't argue with that.
Hello?
Irene, this is Throckmorton.
Oh, hello. Do you have a cold?
No, I just don't want to be heard. How about a date tonight?
All right. What do we do?
Get out of the house.
Throckmorton, what's the matter with you?
Aunt Hattie's here.
Oh.
I'll pick you up at 8. We'll go to a movie.
Who are you talking to, Throckmorton?
Zeke. Excuse me a minute, Irene. I'm talking to a Miss Henshaw, Aunt Hattie.
She your new girlfriend?
Well, I've known her for some time. I have to take her to a movie tonight.
Huh? Of course, if you want to go out the first night I'm here.
Well...
I haven't even met this Miss Henshaw. Don't you think I should know her?
Throckmorton, what's going on?
Just a minute, Irene. I'm talking to Aunt Hattie.
Yeah, but hurry up. I left the water on in the tub.
I'll try. Now, you see, Aunt Hattie...
Of course, if you don't want me to meet your girlfriend...
it isn't that.
Your only living aunt.
Oh... Irene?
Yes?
How'd you like to come over here tonight? Irene, I'm sorry we can't go to the movie this evening.
Oh, we can always go to a movie. I'm looking forward to the show at your house.
What?
I want to meet the woman who has you jumping through hoops.
Oh, we won't see much of her. She had a long trip. She'll go to bed early.
That you, Throckmorton?
Yeah, it's me. And Miss Henshaw.
Well, I've been waiting to meet you, Miss Henshaw.
Thank you. I've heard a lot about you, Aunt Hattie.
You're the school principal, Throckmorton tells me.
Yes.
May 26, 1954, The Great Gildersleeve here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. The conclusion follows these important words. Oh, and then we'll also have an episode of Claudia in the next half hour as well.
No offense, but are you a little fat when you look in the mirror? How would you like to learn the secrets to lose 3 to 5 pounds a week easily without joining the gym or going through any crazy diets? It's called Body Sculpt by Med Diet. For the last 2 decades, we've been helping people just like you that have pounds they want to shed. We've helped millions of people lose thousands and thousands of pounds over the years. And now it's your turn. Learn the secrets of how to lose weight with one simple phone call. You'll see an amazing difference in a matter of days. Don't believe us? We'll offer you a money-back guarantee. If you're ready to start losing weight right now, call right now to learn more about your risk-free order to Body Sculpt.
Call for your risk-free offer. 800-738-5332. 800-738-5332. 800-738-5332. That's 800-738-5332.
Are you in bad pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you.
And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required.
Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary.
800-492-8164. 800-492-8164. 800-492-8164. That's 800-492-8164.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, the conclusion of The Great Gildersleeve, starring Willard Waterman. This originally broadcast May 26, 1954.
I don't know how Throckmorton managed to get a smart girl like you interested in him. But I don't suppose there are many eligible men of your age around town.
No, Aunt Hattie. Let's go into the parlor.
Yes, I want to have a good look at Miss Henshaw.
Well, I didn't realize I'd have to pass inspection tonight.
Well, now I see you in the light. You'll do.
Thank you.
Shall we all sit down and chat for a minute before you have to go to bed, Aunt Hattie? Long trip and all, you know.
Oh, when I found out you were bringing one of your girls over, I took a nap so I'd be fresh for the evening.
Well, that was very thoughtful of you.
Miss Henshaw, how long has Throckmorton been courting you?
We've known each other for about 2 years.
My goodness. Well, that's long enough, the way they do things these days.
I beg your pardon?
And you are not getting any younger, Throckmorton.
What?
Well, I like Miss Henshaw much better than that skinny girl you used to go with.
Well, now, Hattie.
Now, this one has a little meat on her bones.
That's nice. I didn't know you picked out a girl the way you do a pork chop.
That's very good, Irene.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes, Leroy?
How do you do, Miss Henshaw?
Hello, Leroy.
Aunt Hattie, is there anything I can do for you before I retire?
Well, Leroy, I can't think of another thing you could do for me. You've been an angel.
Thank you, Aunt Hattie. Unc, before I retire, may I report to you, sir?
That won't be necessary, Leroy.
I put out the cans, put away my books, haven't slammed the door all day, and I put fresh flowers in Aunt Hattie's room.
Ah, bless you.
Oh, Leroy, why don't I see you up to your room?
Yeah? Well, that won't be necessary.
No, I insist. Come along, my boy. Excuse us, ladies.
Go right ahead. I want to talk to Miss Henshaw. Now, my dear, if Throckmorton ever does get married, he'll need me to come here and look after him.
Unc, I can go to bed by myself.
Young man, it's time I had a talk with you.
What about?
You know. March.
Okay. Sir.
Into your room and close the door.
Okay, sir.
Stop saying sir. Stop this idiotic good behavior.
Why, Unc?
Why can't you act like a normal boy?
Gosh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Getting Aunt Hattie to come here and hop all over me was a sneaky trick.
You mean you've changed your mind about this discipline stuff?
Yeah, let's say it can be carried too far, and I've had enough.
Okay, Unc. I'll be my old lovable self.
Throckmorton, I don't know what's come over Leroy the last day or two.
What's the matter, Aunt Hattie?
Well, look at his books and his lunch pail right in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, I've spoken to him about that.
Well, if I've told him once, I've told him 100 times. His bed's never made, his room's never picked up.
Hi, Aunt Hattie!
Leroy, don't slam the... Oh, my nerves. I simply can't stand it.
Leroy.
Excuse me, I gotta go get my baseball bat.
Such noise I have never heard.
Yeah, what a thoughtless boy.
Good heavens.
Be seeing ya!
He won't be seeing me.
What's this?
I've had enough. I'm packing my bag.
Aunt Hattie, what do you mean?
Leroy has me so exasperated, I'm leaving on the afternoon train.
Well, what a fine boy. Well, Leroy, we better go up and bring down Aunt Hattie's bags. Soon be train time.
I know she'd be ready to go home the minute I started acting my normal self.
Yeah, well, you could have overdone it, my boy.
You think so?
Yeah, we don't want Aunt Hattie to go home with the wrong impression of us.
Well, she had a good visit. Now you and I can have the run of the house again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, too. Aunt Hattie, we're here for your bags.
Come in.
I'm sorry you decided to cut your trip so short, but I thought... Aunt Hattie, you aren't back.
Throckmorton, I've decided not to go.
What?
I'm going to stay here and discipline Leroy.
Oh, for corn's sake!
Good night, folks.
The Great Gildersleeve is played by Willard Waterman and is an NBC Radio Network production. The show is written by John Elliott and Andy White and is transcribed. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Lillian Randolph, Kathy Lewis, Isabel Randolph, and Dick LeGrand. Musical compositions by Jack Beekman. This is John Heaston saying goodnight for the Kraft Food Company, makers of a famous line of Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next week and every week for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
Backfired, huh? May 26, 1954, The Great Gildersleeve on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
It's a big, bold story set in the heartland of America, along the edge of Lonely Mountain. I am open for business. And so Big William Gorgon, played by handsome Michael James, fiercely set down his Midwest roots.
Oh, darling, we're going to sell bathrobes and raise chickens.
Set his adoring wife, Wilhelmina, portrayed by beautiful Glenda Olsen.
Oh, I love our store, Will.
But they hadn't counted on Big Ralph's bathrobes and cattle store coming to town.
Oh, Will, what will we do, Will?
Will had a plan, a way of facing off against tough Big Ralph. We're going to change the face of America. We're going to advertise.
For what?
With print, broadcasting, and bus benches, we're going to tell people who we are and where we are.
What's a bus?
And so the story of how one man brought advertising to the heartland.
Oh, will it work?
It will. Well, my name ain't Will, Wilhelmina. You got to advertise or we'll die. And so the greatest marketing story of all time is here. Advertise or die, dopey.
Put your message on this national advertising platform. Email classicradiotheater@gmail.com. classicradiotheater@gmail.com. Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, an episode of the soap opera Claudia. This episode originally broadcast May 26, 1948.
And now, Claudia.
Taxi! Taxi! Oh, he went right by me. Hey, taxi! Taxi! Ooh, taxi!
Yeah, lady?
Oh, wonderful, you're empty.
Which way you going, lady? Uptown, downtown, east or west?
East to Grand Central Station.
Well, I was heading uptown. I was going to knock off for the night.
Oh, driver, please take me to Grand Central. I'm late for my train.
Ladies is always late for their train. But if I'm home late for my dinner, I sure catch it.
Oh, it's just a little way. Won't take you long if you hurry.
Well, traffic is murder at this hour. Everybody's rushing home. But me, nobody seems to think that I want to go home.
Well,
too.
make up your mind. I can't stand here discussing it with you all day.
Well, I can't leave a lady in your condition standing on a corner during the rush hour. I got 3 kids of my own at home. I know how the missus used to feel when she was about like you know?
I'm not asking for sympathy.
Okay, lady. Hop in. Grand Central it is.
Oh, thank you. I'll never forget you for this.
Yeah, sure. That's what they all say. The minute you step out of the cab, I'm just another guy with a hat.
And, can you hurry?
Can I hurry? Lady, I'll do my best. But it ain't easy to hurry when you're going across town at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Is it 4 o'clock already? Hurry!
Look, lady, I'll drive you to Grand Central. But I ain't gonna climb up the back of the car ahead of me. I'll get you there just as soon as I can.
Oh, all right. Only my train's at 4 o'clock and I've got to make it. My husband's going to be on it.
Well, you better make up your mind. Your husband's gonna be on it, but you ain't.
But the train might leave late.
Not a chance.
Well, of course there's a chance. Trains are always getting to places late, so it's obvious they leave late, too. Maybe it'll be just my luck today that the train will be late in leaving.
Look, lady, trains leave punctual like husbands. They arrive late like wives. Well, my wife, she ain't never on time neither. I figure it's got something to do with the fact that ladies are ladies. When you ladies plan your time, why don't you give yourself an extra hour? Then you'll get there punctual.
I appreciate your advice, really I do, but couldn't you drive a little faster?
Lady, I don't want no tickets. Driving a hack in this traffic is tough work. I'm doing my best. I'll get you there just as quick as I can. Is that a deal?
I guess it'll have to be. That car in front of us, why did it stop?
Red light. Traffic in a big metropolis like this is a very complicated thing, lady.
Really? You think they'd find a simpler way?
Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you call up the mayor and give him a suggestion?
All I want to do is get to the station.
Well, it don't do you no good to get excited. Look, just sit back in the car and relax. Oh, a lady in your condition shouldn't get excited. It ain't healthy.
If you knew my husband, being late for my train is even less healthy.
Well, you got a good excuse all prepared? My wife comes out with the most fascinating stories.
I don't need to prepare any excuses, thank you. I had an appointment to see somebody, and he kept me waiting half an hour.
Sure. I heard that one, too. There's one that my wife especially likes. Worked pretty good, too, until she used it a little too much. Says her watch was slow. I finally took it to the jeweler's one day, and it's in perfect condition.
I don't have a watch.
Hey, that's not a bad excuse in itself.
Look, I don't like to be rude, but maybe if we talked less and drove a little more, we'd get there faster.
Yeah, sure, and if I got up on the sidewalk or drove through a couple of buildings, I'd get there even faster.
Oh.
Now, look, just down around the corner and we're at Grand Central Station. You got your fare already? Then you can hop right out without wasting one precious moment.
How much is it?
45 cents.
Oh, this is wonderful. Look, you pull right up to the sidewalk. Don't bother driving in, then we'll save more time.
You're the boss.
Here you are. And, here, this is for you.
Thank you very much, lady. And I sure do hope your husband won't be too sore.
Not a chance. Goodbye. Thank you very much.
Hey, lady, like you are, you shouldn't run so fast. It ain't healthy.
Mama, here I am.
Well, it's about time.
I missed my train. Have you been in Eastbrook long?
We have been waiting here for you quite some time.
Oh, the traffic was terrible in New York.
It always is.
Well, aren't you glad to see me?
Delighted. Especially to see you in one piece.
Where's David?
Getting the car out of the parking lot.
Mama, is he furious?
Fit to be tied.
Oh.
I just remembered I need some toothpaste. I'll step over to the drugstore across the street.
Mama, don't leave me. Tell me, was David terribly worried?
He only searched the train at Grand Central 3 times.
I wasn't on it.
So we noticed. David wanted to get off it and started to jump just as the train was pulling out.
Well, he could have broken a leg.
Don't think he was thinking of himself at the time, but I dragged him back onto the train. It was enough I'd lost a daughter. I didn't want to lose my son-in-law, too.
I feel even worse now, knowing he's been worried. I tried so hard to get to the train on time, but Mr. Varney kept me waiting in his office.
Not to sound curious, but what happened with Mr. Varney?
Well, this summer theater's going to get along without me, that's all. I'm not to be an actress this season.
Not surprised.
He said I look too much like a prospective mother. A little too little like an ingenue part.
I thought as much.
That's the trouble with men, Mama. They can't see past their noses. So you haven't told David that's why I went to New York, have you?
Not a word. The pleasure's all yours.
Maybe I shouldn't tell him now. That on top of my being late. Maybe I won't ever have to tell him.
It's up to you. Then what excuse are you going to give for missing your train?
My watch was slow. Only I don't have a watch.
There comes David. I think I'll go after my toothpaste.
Mama, please stay.
This is one of those times a husband and wife must be alone together. Meet you at the drugstore.
You're a fine mother. Don't you think I'll forget this? Hello, David.
Hello.
You idiot. Do you realize you could have gotten killed jumping off a moving train? Do you want to make me a widow before I'm even a mother?
Is that all you have to say for yourself?
I took the next train.
So I see.
You're furious with me, and I don't blame you.
Not at all.
Oh, yes, you are. I can see your jaw working.
Where did Mother go?
To buy some toothpaste like a coward.
She coming back?
No, we'll meet her at the drugstore. David, don't change the subject. Please tell me you're furious and let's get it over with.
I pulled the car up over to the curb. You ready?
I'm not going to move a step until you wring my neck.
What happened to you?
Well, I was... Nothing happened to me. I was just late, that's all.
That's all. And there's no use discussing it.
Oh, darling, don't be like that.
Like what?
Well, say something. Anything. At least tell me you're worried about me. That you thought I was hurt by a taxi or fell down a flight of stairs. Anything.
What do you think I was thinking?
Then you were worried.
Of course I was, with you running around New York all day alone.
I wasn't alone. I was with Mama.
Mama made the train.
Well, at least I was with Mama until I was late.
You're feeling all right? You didn't get faint or anything?
Of course not, darling. I'm fine. Except I'm miserable.
This is the last time. The last time I'm going to let you go to New York. crossing the streets in traffic, and you never look at the light. You're pushing around in mobs. From now on, you stay up at the farm, you hear?
Of course I hear you. You don't have to shout.
I'm not shouting.
You act as if I didn't have the brains to walk down the street by myself.
Well, you haven't.
I don't think you're happy to see me. Are you?
You look tired. The minute you get home, you get to bed.
Whatever you say, darling.
Now, come along. I left the motor running in the car.
Oh, David, if you ever missed a train, I'd never forgive you. I'd worry so.
Now we won't discuss it anymore. It's a closed book. I should have had more sense in the first place.
It's not your fault. It's I who insisted on going into town.
Well, I'm responsible for you.
Do you have a good day?
Not bad.
I had the funniest taxi driver. He kept telling me not to hurry. His wife's always late places, too.
That's a consolation. But I suppose that's something a husband has to get used to. Learn to take it in his stride. It's just too bad that men have to marry women.
Oh, I don't think it's too bad. I think it's nice. I'm glad you were furious and angry and worried. I'd hate you if you weren't.
And you must love me an awful lot because I was very angry and very worried.
I do love you. An awful lot.
Now, get in. Slide over, darling. We'll pick up Mom at the drugstore.
And slid over. Oh, it's nice to be back in Eastbrook. It's so green and cool here. I can't wait until we get to the farm.
That's good.
And I'm glad I'm going to stay there from now on. I'm not going to budge. I'm going to be a farmer's wife and nothing else.
Nothing else? And your trip to New York was... It'll all work out for the best, darling.
I know it will. David, you may not understand what I'm going to say, but sometimes you want to do something, you want something to happen, and it doesn't, and you're disappointed. And then you realize it's much better.
Of course. I understand. Well, we're off.
David, what's this box on the floor?
What box? Where?
Here on the floor next to the starter. It's a florist box.
Oh, I'd forgotten. Go on, open it.
It's for me?
Why don't you open it and see?
Oh, darling, if you've gone and done something foolish.
Open it.
I'm opening it. Let me enjoy it. David, it's a beautiful camellia. There's a card in the box.
Is there? That's a surprise. What does it say?
It says, to my favorite actress, from her greatest admirer.
What do you know?
To my favorite actress. Darling, and you knew I went into New York to see about a job.
No, I didn't know about it. Not until this afternoon. Jim Varney called your old apartment to ask if he could change your appointment. They gave him my number, but I didn't know where to get a hold of you.
You're going to be very disappointed in me. I didn't get the job.
Oh, for my money, you're still the greatest little actress in the world.
For your money, darling, I'd rather be your wife than the greatest actress in any world. Dum dum da dum dum. La 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 la.
When you think of hospitality, you think of a welcoming smile, a look that says, "I'm so glad to have you here." A hostess has to feel easygoing and relaxed to convey such an impression. And nothing turns on the welcome smile so easily as the knowledge that there's plenty of Coke on ice. Prepare to greet your guests with ease. Order a case of Coca-Cola from your grocer or pick up a case at your service station today.
Say, mister, what happened to the young lady who was going to miss her train?
She missed it.
Yeah, I thought so. Trains was not designed for ladies. Was her husband sore?
Well, yes, but he got over it. Presented her with an orchid.
You don't say. Heh. I'll have to try that with my wife. Except then she'll never get anywhere on time.
I see what you mean.
I sure do hope if that young lady comes back into town that she'll ride in my cab.
I don't think Claudia intends leaving the farm for quite a while.
She's really going to live on a farm?
That's what she says, and I think that tomorrow is sort of going to clinch it.
Huh, how come?
Well, tomorrow Claudia and David become members of the community. They learn that as far as their neighbors are concerned, they're no longer considered city folks.
Ah, that should be quite a story.
It is, so listen in tomorrow.
I will. I better get home to the missus now. So long.
Goodbye. As I was about to say, every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you transcribed with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir.
May 26, 1948, Claudia on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Thank this station, support their advertisers. It is their kindness and courtesy that we're here each and every time we roll around on your favorite radio station. Also, would you do me another favor and visit my webpage, classicradio.stream, where you can stream our shows on demand, learn more about classic radio collecting, and contact me there, classicradio.stream. If you miss a day, you don't have to miss a single show. You can either hear them on our webpage, or you can hear them through Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Amazon. Just search for Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. That's Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Have a great day. Tell all your friends that great radio shows are right here at this spot on the dial. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox on your favorite radio station.